All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We are about to get started with some really fantastic people. So here we go. Hello, Stitchers. Welcome to Stitch Please, the official podcast of Black Women Stitch, the sewing group where Black Lives Matter. I'm your host, Lisa Woolfork. I'm a fourth-generation sewing enthusiast with more than 20 years of sewing experience. I am looking forward to today's conversation, so sit back, relax, and get ready to get your stitch together. Hey, friends. Hey, I am so glad to see y'all. So glad to be here and welcome. We are live on some platforms. It says we have Instagram, we have X, Twitter, we have YouTube, we have Facebook. All of these are places I wanted to do as much as we can to share the message about this fantastic event coming up for the sewing community that is near and dear to my heart because it represents my community in my hometown. If you let me know if you are out there in the chat, drop where you're from in the comments. We would love to hear where you were from. But I am from South Florida. I was thinking that I am so from South Florida. I remember when the area code was not 561. I remember two previous area codes.
Oh, wow.
Our area code used to be 301. Then it was 407. And now I think it's 561.
It was 561.
Yeah, it is.
But I remember it being 407 and I remember it being 305.
Wow. Well, 407 is like Orlando now, which is like further up.
I know. I'm just saying it's so weird. Wow. Now, maybe I don't have the best of memory that has been known to happen. My mother will be watching us. She'll be like, girl, what are you talking about? This is why children don't know things. But that is certainly what it felt like to me. But welcome, Johanna. Welcome, welcome, Dayana and Johanna. Thank you all so much for being here and for representing South Florida so beautifully. Welcome to this amazing Black Women Stitch chat about South Florida Frocktails. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Yay!
Having us.
So tell us about each of the Frocktails. We know that Frocktails began as this international event, started in New Zealand, and then it started to grow around the world. And now so many places in America have them, so many different cities. And one of the fun things about a Frocktails is that it allows a community to have a celebration in its own local flavor. Yes. What do you see? What do each of you all see as the local flavor for a South Florida Frocktails that would make it different from a Frocktails in other places?
Do you want me to go? Or you
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so our very first Frocktails was last June. And we didn't think far enough ahead of thinking, oh, we need a theme. We should have a theme. But it was kind of like an unofficial Miami Nights theme.
Okay.
And since it was in Miami then, so people wore bright colors. It was very festive. It was very Miami. Like everybody understood the assignment.
Okay. Very nice. And Johanna, what about you? What elements of the South Florida environment are you going to bring into, and we'll definitely go into talking about a theme, but I think there's a reason people travel to South Florida. There's a reason that we are like a big tourist destination. So people are, coming for the Frocktails, but they're staying for some of the other things. What might some of those other things be, in your opinion, Dayana?
Well, the weather plays in our advantage a lot. So I know that a few people already asked us, okay, so how far is it? Because we made sure that we gave them where they can stay and different option. And people were like, where are the closest beaches? Are we close to the beach? You know, are we, will we have that option? So I think this plays a lot in our favor.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That is wonderful. So now that we have the South Florida Frocktails coming up in about, is it 18 days?
No.
17?
16
17?
days?
16?
Yeah, 16 days.
16 days. 16 days. Okay, everybody, 16 days, that's way more than 2 weeks. You can make something incredible in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I mean, 2 weeks. I mean, I know people, I'm not going to say who, but who may or may not have finished their Frocktails outfit the day of the doggone Frocktails. So having 2 weeks feels like a luxury. You know, if it might be me, I might not even start now. I might be starting, in a week. I need time to decide. Let the spirit move me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have plenty of time. I don't want anybody watching this thinking, oh no, if only I had more time. 16 days
Yeah,
is
that's a lot of times. Last year we
exactly.
find ourselves in that predicament where we were sewing the morning of folktales. This year we said no. So let's see.
So what kind of things have you been doing to help yourself stay on task for getting your garments ready, but also preparing this amazing party for everybody else?
We keep each other on task. So, we have our business Frocktail meetings, and we have our, okay, so what are we making? Last weekend we went fabric shopping. Dayana made me decide on what pattern I was going to use.
Well done.
Dayana keeps me on task.
Love it. Beautiful.
So we balance each other out very
Yes.
well.
Definitely.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I'm glad to know that. Now, do you all balance each other out in the sense that someone's like, oh, we can wait until the last minute. That's plenty of time. And someone's like, oh, no, we have to make sure we get this ahead and we don't want to be rushing and stressed. And the look on Johanna's face right now is telling on
A
herself.
lot, right?
It is saying a lot. It is saying that Dayana has to often say to her beloved friend, like, there's only 24 hours in the day and they work the same for all of us. You're not going to be able to do all of the things that you're saying that you can do in 3 hours. That's the length of about, a Marvel movie. And you're not going to be able to get this whole thing done start to finish. I mean, even if you could, do you want to try that today?
No, we're not doing
we're not doing that. It goes a little like that sometimes, but we make sure that everything is on point. So I know that she'll be like, yeah, we really have time. We have how many time? It's in a month. We have time. And I'll send her a text message and I'll have timeline, date we should start, what we should do, why we should start that day, how many days we have. I'll break it off. Yes. And then she's like stressing me.
She keeps me on task.
Wow. You have someone who loves you if they remind you with a timeline. That is
She made me decide on a pattern. She's like, okay, you have to pick one. Pick one. I said, okay.
like, remember the timeline? I drew you a timeline. And on the timeline, we have arrived at this time. Surprise, surprise. We are here. And now it is the time to pick your pattern. I feel like, Dayana's like, she's a friend and a blessing because she really is like helping you get your ideas into practice. Now, what made you all decide on masquerade as a theme? Did you go through other themes and ideas, or was it something in particular about the location or your last year's Frocktails that led you to masquerade as a theme for this year?
Well, we had a few themes. We did have a few, and we settled on masquerade based a bit on the location. The location is amazing, and we posted a few pictures and videos, inside gives you that vibe, like, you know, if you're really going into a masquerade and you have the right music, it embodies the entire event.
Yeah.
So we decided with
Wow.
masquerade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Like the
That's
location has like brick and like it looks old timey, like I don't want to say like it's like a cavern because it's not. It's a very
It's
big
not,
old,
yeah.
but it does have like brick walls and that like lends to the theme.
yeah. Oh, that's really wonderful. And are there any is there a combination of like an indoor outdoor element of the space? Because I'm imagining with the backgrounds you're describing that you can get a lot of the natural light.
Yes, inside there's not so much a lot of natural light, but I'm glad that the time changed as well. So that
Yes.
will give, outside is beautiful. It's giving
Yes.
that, because it's white and blue with the brick pavement, and it's
Yes.
giving you a Greece vibe. So it will have a lot of Instagrammable picture moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I remember seeing in one of your flyers, it was if it was not one of the flyers, it was in maybe one of the lives that you might have done. That there's a water feature, like well, not a water feature like you can get in there and swim, but there's
A
I think
waterfall.
it. Yeah, like I'm not sure if it's part of the intracoastal or if it's some other element, but that's very Florida to me. Like that, just the idea of having restaurants where you know that you can have boats back there, because that's how we grew up too, that there was there was water, there was restaurants and fish shacks and all that kind of stuff right there on the intercoastal. So it's really cool that y'all brought that in.
Yep.
Am I wrong about that? Because I thought I'm
No,
just guessing.
it's in
It's,
downtown
yeah.
Fort Lauderdale and it's on the New River. So the New River
Oh,
coastal, but this is like literally like right in downtown. And there are yachts and stuff that go up and down. It's
Mm-hmm.
very picturesque area.
oh my goodness. I think that's going to be so beautiful. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Now, as far as how you all are setting up the Frocktails, what differences do you notice or that you feel comfortable discussing between your first Frocktails, which I heard by all accounts was a hit, with Mood Fabrics as a venue, and what can we expect from this one this year?
Well, the location is different, and the location will definitely set the tone for the
Okay.
theme and what to expect for the night. And I feel as if this year, what people can really expect, it's I feel as if the theme will bring more of the camaraderie, because we watching people sharing their make, and we listening to people and what they're making and the idea
Yes.
of what they will bring. I think that this will really bring a lot of character to the event. They can expect that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Also from last year, since we had it at Mood is not an event space. It is a fabric store. It is just that. It's
Yes.
a beautiful background for
Yes.
the event, but it's not an event space. And so
Yes.
we had to make it work. This year, this is an actual event space. So there are dedicated seating area. There's a dedicated dance floor. There's a dedicated
Wow.
A
pool bar.
bar, yeah.
There's like we'll have a place to take pictures. We'll have the 360. Like this is like
Wow.
we're really, really excited about this. I mean, last year, yes, it was fabulous and it was our first and we were really excited, but I think that this year is going to be even better.
Oh, this is very much exciting. Now, you've been talking about developing community, or what sounds like you've been building community as you are going. You've been talking, did you say that you've been talking with people right now about some of the things that they're making? Have you been learning about what other folks in the sewing community are looking forward to about South Florida Frocktails?
Well, they're sharing. We totally encourage people to share their process and their journey. And we share that with the community as well, so people can see what they're going through. Someone posted their beautiful mask that they got from New Orleans.
Wow.
Got a few folks that are freaking out because the time is upon us. And we've got the people
And
that
we have a confession from Johanna, which
I
was the person who's freaking out because the time is upon us.
I have one more project that I need to finish, and then I will focus on Frocktails.
And Diana's like, if only you listen to the timeline. You know, it's like you can lead a horse to water, but if they want to delay on sewing their dress, you gotta let your friend just go on and do what she needs.
She will get on track. We looked at the timeline. She has time to finish that project, and I'll be on her.
Well done. Well done.
But you know, the thing is, when Joe said that we balance each other very well, I feel as if South Florida Frocktails, it's a collaborative effort, right?
Yes,
because Joe works from home. So everything that you see as far as content, she's doing.
Wow.
Because I work in an office from 8 to 4:30. So when it comes to content, and I'll have to send a message, Joe, let's post this today, you know, but she's on it. That I know that she has my back when it comes to all that aspect.
That's right.
We balance each other very well, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad. It sounds like this is an organic connection that is not where no one ends up particularly drained. No one ends up just feeling burnt out. Is that when things get hard, you can turn to each other. Yeah. And I think that that's really quite beautiful. That's one of the great benefits of collaboration. Can either of you share what you're planning to make? And, you know, we don't want to give too much away, but maybe I should ask, what so far has been your favorite part of the look that you are imagining for yourself for South Florida Frocktails? So I'm asking you to do this. I'm asking you to indulge in a thought experiment with me and to close your eyes and to see yourself at South Florida Frocktails in the most photogenic, Instagrammable, natural light, melanin popping, gorgeous background. This is what you've been waiting for. Your event is going beautifully and you are looking fierce. What is the favorite part of what you're wearing?
I did share my pattern on Instagram, and I'm still imagining here with my eyes closed in case you're wondering. I'm seeing is I am wearing a very fitted blue jumpsuit, and then I have a brocade black like overcoat skirt. And I want to incorporate feathers somewhere somehow. I don't know. That's a last minute detail idea, but that's what I'm seeing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That sounds gorgeous. Now, how about you, Dayana?
Well, I envisioned my look because when I saw the pattern, I knew that it would be perfect for the theme that we chose.
Yes.
So my look is a bustier. And the element that I'm looking forward to make is because I've been sharing my process a bit on Instagram, but the element that I'm looking forward to make is that cage skirt.
Yeah.
So I have a cage skirt, and I told Joe, I feel as if with that cage skirt, I should be rolling in on a hoverboard. I shouldn't be walking.
Really? I know. I'm like, too bad those things were so dangerous. But I really feel, you know what you could get? They have those remember back in the day, they used to have those sneakers that had the roller skate in the heel. And they were called wheelies or something.
Yes.
You need to find you some adult wheelies that you could just pop off and then just glide. Just glide, not full skates, but just use some wheelies.
Because I think Dayana doesn't know how to roller skate, so I think we need to rethink.
I don't.
Oh, well, and we don't want her to try to hurry up and learn in the next, 15 days or so. No. Yeah, well, I don't know. Or maybe
that's a good idea though.
Or you can get some people to carry you in on a platform. You know, like
That's
all you
nice.
need to do is stand, and then they could do the rolling, and all you need to do is stand. We're going to figure out these logistics, because I feel like your
Yes.
grand entrance where you just float in like the angel you are, requires it. I mean, there's some engineers out there who love you. There's some people out there that know how to make people, roll along, without, shoot, there's all, listen, one of those Lime scooters. I'm saying it's all sorts of things.
Yes,
I think
absolutely. But that's what I envision.
I
Very
can't
beautiful.
your make, Diana.
Hmm.
I can't wait to see your make.
Yes, I'm excited
I'm
about
so
it.
excited.
Now, I'm gonna ask you, is there anything else you wanted to share with listeners? Is there anything else you wanted people to think about as they start to prepare for Frocktails? For folks who who want to join in, how can they find out? How can they find information? Is it through the website or Insta? How can we find out information about this event and stay up to date?
The site is linked. Unfortunately, it's a MailChimp site, so it's like South Florida Frocktails.mailchimp. The link is on South Florida Frocktails Instagram page. So
Okay.
at Florida Frocktails, it's the very first link, and you can get to the website. The website has all types of information: where to stay, what to do, where to go, and
Great.
buy your ticket, please.
Excellent.
For
Excellent.
everyone who's on the fence, we say don't hesitate, because
Yeah.
if you looked at the pictures from last year, it was definitely a vibe, and this year is even going to be an event. A very amazing event.
A beautiful spread in Sewn magazine, thanks to Michelle.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's
They
fantastic.
featured several different frocktails in there. So it was really interesting to see how other people do their frocktails, because to be totally honest with you, neither one of us had ever been to a frocktail before
Mhm, mhm.
ours. We just
I
said, I've never been. You want to go? You want to do this? Let's plan this party.
And that's
Yeah.
how I think. That's how I think they start. I think that the way that they start is people don't want to travel to another city to go have a Frocktails. They want to have something that represents their own community right here locally. So it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with San Francisco Frocktails or LA There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with those events. I attended New York Frocktails and had a blast. I've attended DC Frocktails, and that's fantastic. So they're all great. And it can also be great to throw one too. And all of it helps to generate more sewing. It
Yes.
generates more love, more sewing, more people who can start to believe that they can make the things they need, that they can make the things they want.
Absolutely.
That they can, make a bustier and a cage skirt, and eventually, hopefully, figure out how to roll in as they deserve.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely, yes. All right. Well, I want to thank you all. Thank you both so much for being here. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share about South Florida Frocktails. I wish you all a really wonderful, wonderful party, and let me know if there's anything I can do to be of support or encouragement, and anything I can reshare to support. I am totally happy to do it.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Yes.
Blast. This was fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what y'all make. I cannot wait. Okay, y'all. Bye now.
Bye. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Bye.